Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. This is Fernando or Fern. Thanks for joining me. This is a test. So I've finally got to a point where I've got all my tech ready, all my tech going in this particular room, and this is obviously a live test of what is going to be hopefully some live streams in the future. Now, for those of you elsewhere in the world, we are in Sydney, Australia. Now, today it is extremely hot, and this studio doesn't have any air conditioning. So, if you see me sweating and I guess moisture coming from my head, you know why it is. And I need to correct that sometime in the near future. Now, hopefully, you are listening to me clearly. I think everything's working okay. I've got all my gadgets, like as you know, and we've been discussing on this channel the technology that I use to get this going. So you're looking at the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. Now I'm using the ATEM Mini Pro ISO to do the streaming. And I'm not currently recording any of this, but I am monitoring it through my Hyperdeck, which has got all the gizmos and gadgets that allow me to monitor the sound and the volume and things like that. I've got my trusty dynamic mic from Rode recording this sound, and I've got it close enough to me now so that you don't get a lot of that noise. So it's been a lot of trial and error working towards getting this live environment or live studio happening. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy with the way it's going. So I'm content that we are, or I am, getting really close to doing some streams. Now, being in the arse end of the world, which is where Australia is, and most of my, I guess, subscribers being elsewhere in the world, primarily in Europe and in the US and places like that, where you tend to have more users, or I guess more subscribers in the YouTube world of things. I find that this time zone in Australia is not really kind of conducive to live streaming. So one of the things that I'm going to have to do is try to figure out when is the best time to be in contact with my subscribers in order for you and I to have this, I guess, two-way communication. So for those of you who haven't streamed live on YouTube, well, it's a different experience because obviously you are talking practically to a camera, and there possibly may not be anyone there as I'm speaking to it. In obviously large YouTube celebrities, people that have a lot of subscribers, they can jump online at whatever time, and there's always going to be someone somewhere around the world actually listening to what they're saying. When you're a small YouTube channel like myself, that's just sort of getting started, normally the time zone is really important, because if you don't have any local subscribers that are going to be watching at this particular time, then it doesn't make any sense, right? So yeah, so having the, I guess, analytics is really important. And I think one of the things that we're going to talk about in the future is about how to identify where your subscribers are, and what are the times when the people that find your videos are watching. So YouTube and their analytics have become really, I guess, advanced as far as analytics is concerned, where now they can tell you a very good average on when people are watching your videos. Now, to anyone, any channel trying to build any content, or at least build a subscribership, it's really important to capture the live stream when most of your people that are finding your content are online, and it's probably the best way to do it. So it's going to be a good discussion when we finally get to that point. One of the things that I've been doing over, let's say, the 2 years that I've been doing this, and time flies, is that I've been trying to figure out the best way to use the platform successfully. And it does really mean getting behind the analytics driving wheel, or like steering wheel, and figuring out how that all works. Because I think a lot of the people that are very successful in a short period of time put a lot of effort trying to figure out their algorithms and making sure they use the right tags, making sure they use like catchy thumbnails. Now, I'm not the guy that is the authority on this. There's a lot of channels that sort of tell you exactly how you should be doing some of this stuff. And like any other YouTube person, I love learning from those other channels. And I think one of the things that we're going to be doing in 2022 is highlighting some of those channels that you definitely need to watch in order to learn how to do this and how to get your message across. Now, for me, a lot of people sort of have this vision that they're going to get rich out of YouTube, that they're going to be someone as big as, let's say, Marquez Brownlee, or maybe like PewDiePie, or maybe Unboxing Therapy, or one of these channels where they have built this amazing subscriber base. But in all reality, that's not what YouTube facilitates easily. It requires a lot of time and effort. Some of these people that are really successful have been on the platform for sometimes a decade, which is like, imagine doing this for 10 years. So anyway, so the reality of it is that if you are going to be as big as some of these people that are really big YouTube stars at the moment, you've got many years to go to build up that audience and perfecting your craft. And I think that's the big thing, is that you need to continue perfecting the delivery of this content. One of the things that I've been doing is trying to get the tech thing sorted out. And I know a lot of people do this sort of stuff on the cheap, like they use an iPhone and they get really good results because the content is really, let's say, pinpointed towards the audience. But someone that's like me, which has a very generalist channel, which tries to discuss a lot of different things, is probably a lot harder to grab traction, because I don't have this continual audience that keeps on coming back for the same things. So hopefully in 2022, I can build a theme that will be, I guess, delivered through the year in order for people to, sort of come and get familiar with the content that I'm trying to provide. So it's a work in progress, but I am enjoying it. I definitely don't think I'm in that category of becoming this multi-super million subscribership on YouTube. But as long as you have fun and you're learning and you're putting a positive message across, you're doing something that's going to be helpful to a lot of people. Some of the videos that I've done out of necessity, which have been videos that I've recorded as tutorials in order for me to remember how to do things, are the ones that get the most views, like 360 camera video editing from a drone, or maybe doing time lapses, or maybe hyperlapses, or small world type of little videos. All that sort of stuff gets a lot of views even to this day. And some of these videos I filmed, like a year or 2 years ago, which is kind of amazing. So I think that's the true vision, is to find a topic that everyone wants to come back and touch upon, and obviously provide clear, concise, and well-documented sort of videos like this one. So I'm about to hit my 10-minute mark. I wanted to make this one a test, but also catch up with you guys to see how you're doing in the new year. Hopefully you do manage to find this video online, and it's great to see you at least in this format where it's not so rigid and I'm not reading a script, or I'm not trying to, I guess, tell you about a product. I love this organic communication. So if you see this video and you think that I should do this a little bit more often, well, give me a thumbs up. At least let me know that this is something that you want. If you don't think that this is valuable, you know, give it a thumbs down. Now, YouTube obviously is not showing you guys how many thumbs down I'm getting on this video, but at least I get to see what the thumbs down are. So yeah, anyway, so let me know what you think about this particular format. Are we looking for a specific time where hopefully I can reach you from the other side of the world, and hopefully we get to touch base online at some point in time. So stay safe, make sure you do the right thing. We at the end of our crisis, I have a good feeling that we're getting to this point where the shit is almost over, and thankfully I can swear in these live videos, and it's going to be a bit more me rather than some scripted dialogue. But stay safe, look after your loved ones, look after yourself, because you know obviously you have responsibilities, and your families are really important. And hopefully I will see you in the next video. So ciao for now. See you guys. Now, if you see me tinkering, it's because I'm trying to end the screen, because I've got to press buttons and stuff. But yeah, stay safe. See you next time. Bye-bye.